Do you have items in your closet that you don't use and you don't wear, but every time you go to declutter them, you play this big game of tug of war with yourself and you're on both teams? Half of you wants to keep the item and half of you wants to get rid of the item. And the team that wants to keep the item just always wins. And so it just goes back in your closet and you never wear it. Well, in this video, we're gonna talk about some of the reasons we do hold on to those items and what we can do with them so that they're not just sitting in our closet staring at us every time we go to get dressed. One reason that we hold on to things is because we spent a lot of money on them. These might be clothes that you bought for a special occasion, or you just decided to splurge and spend the money on it, and now it's just sitting there with dollar signs sparkling all over it, and you can't get rid of it because it looks like money to you. You don't have that money anymore. It is gone. It is sunk into the clothes. So whether you're wearing it or you're not wearing it, you don't have the cash in your pocket. You could choose to either donate these items because they're probably in pretty good shape, so you probably are not going to throw them away, or sell them online. Poshmark is my personal favorite because it's super simple. It doesn't cost anything, and all you have to do is just snap a couple of photos and then put your little description. This is not sponsored by Poshmark. I just like Poshmark. Then people can either offer you what you're asking, or they can counter offer, and then you can counter offer, and you get into this kind of bidding war. It's sort of exciting. Not really, because you just want to sell the item. And then Poshmark sends you a printable label, and you just stick it on the thing, stick it in your mailbox, and put the flag up. It's gone. And then at least you're getting a little money back, and you can feel good about that. Another reason we hold on to clothes that we don't wear is because they just don't fit us anymore. Usually clothes like this fall under two categories. The first category is items that don't fit you anymore, but that you actually never even really wore. These are items that you probably should really take a good look at and decide whether that's the case, and if it is, you can choose to donate them or sell them. The second category are clothes that don't fit you anymore that you know that you love, and if you fit into them, you would for sure 100% wear them, or 75%. You're fairly confident you'd wear those clothes again. These are clothes you don't necessarily want them in your closet looking like an option, because it's not an option right now. Put them away for a later time when you might fit into them again, and then hang them back up in your closet, and you'll just be so happy. So happy. You'll feel so good, and the clothes will fit you, and it'll be amazing. And then you won't have to deal with those clothes that you didn't actually think you'd ever wear, even if you did fit into them. Another reason you might hold on to clothes that you are not wearing is because you have these plans to do some sort of DIY project with a piece of clothing. If you are a DIYer and you have plans to do this next weekend, or, in the near future, then this isn't probably the video for you about this particular item. But if you are not a DIYer and these clothes have been sitting there forever and they need a button, or you were gonna do like a ripped up something, I don't know, you saw some Pinterest thing or a TikTok trend and you decided you were gonna make all your own cropped jeans, and then you never did it and the jeans are just sitting there and they're too long, then maybe just think about whether you are going to actually do that project or not. And if you're not going to do that project, that's okay. You are not alone. You've seen those videos, right? 10 ways to change your t-shirt into something else. Or have you seen those little videos where there's a hole in a sweater and then they take the thread and all of a sudden they pull it and it's just it's perfect? I wonder if that would actually work for just a normal human. I might have to try that. I might have to make a video. I am here to tell you that just get rid of those things. If it's still in good shape because you haven't ripped it all apart, donate it or sell it. And if you've already started cutting and ripping and tearing and knotting, then just throw that item away and buy yourself something that's already done. It probably wasn't even gonna look good when you got it all finished anyway. Unless it's a button or something you need to sew on to make the item actually work again. Then just do it. Darn the hole in the sock. Put the button on the jeans. Hem the pants. Whatever you need to do, either do it or ditch it. Here's one where you might hold on to things because the trend might come back. And you know what? Chances are the trend will come back, but usually it comes back in a little bit different way, or your body has changed since the trend was trendy last time. Maybe you're waiting for cold shoulder tops to come back, and so you have a handful of those, and you can even still wear them if you like them, because, just do whatever you want. Maybe look up those TikTok hacks where you sew up the hole and then you can close up those shoulders. A good example of this would be flare leg jeans and wide leg jeans that are back in style now, and the last time they were in style was 15, 20 years ago. And I think if you still have those wide legs and flares, comment below because that's amazing. But most likely you got rid of those and now you're repurchasing new ones. And they were probably all low rise at that point. Now they're all high rise, and we all like high rise. Not all of us, a lot of us do. Most likely it's you're wearing a different size now than you did when the trend was trendy a long time ago. This one more likely affects you if you stay really up to date with all of the current trends, but if you're kind of staying with clothes that just feel good on your body type, whether they're in the trends or not, then you probably don't have to really worry about this one. Another closet item that you might be holding on to is something that you keep in your closet because you don't realize how much time has passed since you actually needed that item of clothing. An example would be you used to have a corporate job in an office building and now you work from home and you still have all of your old slacks and collared shirts or whatever you used to wear to work, even though now you work from home and you don't wear any of those clothes anymore. In your brain, it feels like you might go back to the office, so you might need those clothes, but you don't really realize that it's actually been 10 years since you set foot in the office and styles have changed and your body has changed and they might not even fit you anymore anyway. So do the math and figure out how long it's been, and it's probably been longer than you think, because time flies. Chances are that if you were to change your normal day-to-day life, you would probably want to go out and get some new items or secondhand or however you shop items anyway to work with your new lifestyle. And so all of those clothes from yesteryear you can get rid of, either donate them or throw them away if they're junky or sell them. If you are looking to get into detail even more with specific items, I did a video where you kind of grade your clothes based on a couple of different categories and figure out whether you should keep them or get rid of them with that sort of method. I will link that right here for you. If you are trying to declutter your home, declutter your closet, fill your closet back up with quality items, please consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.